Hey guys, it's your girl LOCS, and I'm back with another quick tip video, really quick. Well, semi-quick, okay? So, I want to talk today about lock repair. This is my second installment to my lock repair video, so if you're interested in my second tip, alright guys, now today I want to talk, like I said, about lock repair. Now, I know I made a video eons ago, I think like literally a year ago, and I'll leave that video right here if you want to check that out, discussing the different ways that I actually repair locks for myself, my client Ray, anyone who has a little lock damage. Now in that time I was talking about taking the needle and thread. It's right here. This is a weave needle, and sewing your locks together if you want to combine them. I demonstrated in the video, if you have a weak spot in your locks, how you can take the thread and join it together and repair that. I have another way that you can also do that to take care of the weak spots in your locks. Now as far as combining locks, that's a separate video only because there are different ways that you can combine your locks, and everybody got an opinion on what's the right way. Now, weak spots in your locks is a big problem, and it's something that I cannot stand to see. And when I say weak spots in your locks, I mean, here's an old lock that I cut off from this side, and I'm going to show you guys. This one, of course, does not have a weak spot in it. But if you have locks that look like this, how your locks go straight across, and then there's a thin area in between here, or like in between the bumps and crevices of your locks, you see this little part right here? I hope you can see that. Right here, that would be a good place for thinning right there, where it gets thin. It looks like it's hanging on by a string. That's what I'm talking about. Those things, if you pull on it, that whole entire lock will snap off, and it could put you from being 14 inches long to 2 inches long in a second. Also, it's something that makes your locks look limp and broken. Ugh, it's a hot mess. I don't like it, okay? So, and that's where you start getting the conversation where I had about trimming locks, and I'll link that video right here, where I was saying if your locks are limpy and they look like that, just cut that shit off. But there are some people that don't want to cut their locks, don't want to snip it off for whatever reason, and this is a way for you to save it. Alright, now I don't have any locks to demonstrate. I'm just going to talk you through it and just put it in your mind so that you know this is an option, okay? Okay? Alright. Okay, so you have a weak spot in your locks, and I'm still going to use this, of course. You have a weak spot in your lock, alright? You decide, we're going to say this area is the weak spot, and you decide that you want to fix it. All you need to do is go out to your local beauty supply. You can order it online. I know Damien sells some as well now, but any kind of kinky, nappy hair that you can use for braiding, not the cankalon hair, even though you can use that, but it's not going to make your lock look the same. You need either the Marley hair or something that's like shrunken this much. It looks crazy, but you need that kind of loose hair for kinky twisting, that kind of hair. And all you do, let's pretend this is the hair right here. This is a nice glittery shoestring that I used as a headband. Okay. All you simply need to do is, and again, this is not something that you can learn overnight because lock extensions are very difficult to put in, but if you have the gist on how to do a lock extension, then you will comprehend this. All you do is take your lock. This is the weak area right here. You take the kinky hair and you wrap it. You wrap it. You wrap it around that weak area and to the side of it, just to make sure that you fill in that gap. You wrap it until you see it. Now keep in mind, you see how wide this is? You don't want it to be that wide away from a lock. It's a shoestring, that's why it's doing it. The hair is going to fall right into the groove and fill that space where it's thinning. Once you put that in there, you just cut that part off, and then you tie it. Some people burn it. Some people put some glue there. It just depends on your personal preference. I myself, I snip it off down here, and then I wrap it and pull it tight and pull it off and it secures it. That's how I do it. And you will end up having a flush lock all the way across. Now, some tips that I would like to share with you about this. You do not want to have a thinning space right here and wrap your entire lock. Number one, you're covering your real hair with synthetic hair for no reason. You don't need the synthetic hair to cover your entire lock because your entire lock isn't the problem. You just need it to cover the thinning area. Also, you want to know that in time, I'll say about 3 months time, you probably won't be able to notice the difference between your lock and the actual hair that you added in. Because as locks continue to grow and mature, you're washing it on a daily basis the same way how your regular hair turned from a 2-strand twist or a coil into a lock. Your hair is going to cover that part as well, and it's going to fuse into one. So you don't have to worry about taking it out. You don't have to worry about it falling out, any of that stuff. So again, I just wanted to say, this is an easier way if you feel like sewing your hair together with a needle and thread is a problem. It makes you feel uneasy. This is an option. It's something that can be done in quickly. And also, if you go to some locticians, especially if they do lock extensions, this is more likely how they repair anyway, because it's quick and easy and you still have the shape of a lock. Whereas sewing your locks together, you do have to give it some time to form back into one flush lock. Or you also could sew your locks together and wrap them if you want to combine them, but that's a whole other video. Okay? Okay. I really hope, guys, I did not confuse you. I tried to say it as simply as possible, but I just wanted to share with you another way that you can repair those locks that are looking limp. They're in the middle, is split. It's just not looking like how a healthy head of locks should look. You do have options other than just shaving it off and starting over from scratch, which is what most people feel like they have to do. Okay? This is the new era of locks, and we make it work. Okay? Okay. Alright, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. If you have any questions, comments, something you didn't understand, just leave it down below. I'll be glad to clarify for you. If you have any questions about this hair and makeup, go ahead and check me out on Instagram, right here, to see, you know, the skinny on that, see an up-close picture, all that good stuff. And until next time, thank you guys. Peace out.
She works hard for the comments, so you better hit that like.